Goddess Mom, Ernie Rosa Crow. I'm a mom of 4 and I'm actually a therapist and a coach. I help people with their everyday problems, and so for my channel I like to share my life stories, my tips, my tricks and reviews of items. Today we are actually doing something a bit special. Why am I rushing? Anyway, I decided to collab with a bunch of awesome YouTubers, and we are doing something called the Instagram Tag Collab. So I'm supposed to answer a couple of questions and everyone else will answer the same thing. So do check out their answers, and the link to the playlist will be at the bottom, and I'll try and link all these videos up to see all the answers to the same question. So the first question is, let me see. What is your Instagram name? Okay, as you guys know, it's the same as my channel, which is The Goddess Mom. And I also have the Twitter with the same name, The Goddess Mom Coach. And actually I have 2 accounts on Instagram. One is my mommy channel, which is The Goddess Mom, which is kind of like the playful, you know, rainbow unicorn mom, even though it's a little bit fun and funky, but I still try and input some serious advice in there. My other channel and my other Instagram account is got to do with my professional life as a the Love Architect. So it's called The Love Architect with my name. Okay, second question is, what was the first picture you posted on Instagram? Do you know what, for the life of me, I can't really answer this question because I think I've deleted a lot of my old pictures. I downloaded Instagram when I first lived in Malaysia in 2013, I think. You know, for what you call shits and giggles, for fun really. And I think the pictures were awful, were quite crappy. I didn't know anything about all this, you know, making it really fancy and all these filters and, you know, saturation and everything else. But I'm pretty sure the first picture I posted was either a pair of my feet in Shrek socks on board a Singapore Airlines plane arriving right from Europe, or I think it was a picture of, I think it was it. There's a picture from my 40th, I can't remember. I was like on a really high floor penthouse of this amazing condominium in Kuala Lumpur, and it was like about to rain, or it's the end of a rainy afternoon, and was this, you can see the clouds. I was kind of like, my apartment is high up on a hill, so you can see this beautiful vista of Kuala Lumpur. Like, oh, it's beautiful. And I think I had like all these scribbles on it going like, good morning from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, or whatever. So it's a beautiful picture, but I think I've deleted it already. Next question is, how often do you post on IG? I tend to be a bit of a daily poster with a couple of breaks in between. You know, maybe I'll post Monday, Tuesday, and I'll drop on a Wednesday, and I might post again on Thursday, and I'll drop Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday. Or, you know, I don't want to do it every day because it is hard work. You know, I do have 4 kids, I do have a business to run, I do have marketing and stuff that I need to work on, writing my blog and stuff like that. I try and I used to do twice a day. This is why I've got like, you know, I think I probably have about 1,000 posts, and about 200 I've deleted from the early days when I told you where I'll be like, there's a picture of me going typical Asian women, always eating. So I've deleted a lot of pictures, but yeah, now it tends to be just once a day because that's about all I can cope with answering, because I try to answer every single comment on my picture, so I couldn't do it if it's twice a day. What type of accounts do you follow? I tend to follow a lot of mummy accounts in the beginning, because when I first moved to London about 4 years ago, that was my main focus, was to look for mummy friends, to look for, you know, a lot of local mummies. And then I started following a lot of brands, and I started following a lot of, you know, just bloggers. Actually quite varied. I love cooking, I love traveling, I know, of course, parenting. It's not, do you really love parenting? Like, do you really? it's a responsibility. So I follow a lot of magazines, from fashion, things like that. So it's really hard to say. I don't really have one genre that I follow. What is my most recent IG? Actually, my recent post, it was this morning. I had a nice pink bright sunglasses on with a really warm woolly jacket, and that was just like, hey, hello, good Friday kind of post to everyone, you know, hoping for a bit of sunshine here in London, which is in winter quite rare, you know. So today there's a little bit of sun coming, so it kind of helps with my highlight a bit. What is your, oh, have you ever done IG live? Yes, I have. So I have done a few times, but I never really got the timing right, because every time I go on IG Live, I because my followers are from all over the world. I have followers in Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, Australia, LA, New York, Mexico, Finland. It's really hard to know when everybody's online at the same time. So when I do go live, I don't really get as many views as some other big stars, or people with the same like homogeneous followers. Maybe if you're a British account and you have only British followers, it's much easier that way. If you could swap account with someone else, which account would you choose? See, as a life coach, I always say be happy with what you've got, be proud of who you are, own it. So in a way, I like my account. I don't want to be anybody else. I do admire other people's account because it's amazing, it's awesome, it's got amazing pictures and everything else. There are a lot of accounts I do admire, but do I want to be with them? Do I want to swap them? Maybe I don't mind their big numbers. I do want to have 100,000 followers. But today we have learned engagement is more important than the number of followers you have, which to me is my life adage. It's not how many friends I have, it's not how many things I collect, it's the memory that's attached to those things, it's the meaning to those things. So yeah, for me, there's no one really I want to swap with. I do love my colorful rainbow filled photos. My kids, I try not to put too much of my kids. I try and balance between travel and a bit of narcissistic, a bit of funny pose. So yeah, what about you? What would you answer to all my questions? Would you swap with someone else? If you're watching me and you've got an IG account, would you swap it with someone else? And who do you admire? Maybe there's someone else I have not followed yet. Give me their names. Let me check out their account. I want to hear. Let's spread some more love. Let's spread some rainbow, unicorn love. My unicorn, can you see back there? That's the one I go to bed with besides my husband. Anyway, so catch you in my next vlog, and I'm so excited. This is my first collab, and I hope there'll be more collabs to come. Have a great weekend, guys, and to all my American and Brits and Asian and Australian viewers. Have a great weekend. Bye.